Good morning, this is Chris Ogle, and today is the 16th of March. It's week 9 in my regular weekly news update of what's happening in Link4Growth. And we've had an interesting week this week. On Monday we had a practical workshop in London, the first of those being hosted by Deepa, with people coming along who'd been previously on some of our workshops, our Foundation Engagement Programme workshops. And really this is an opportunity to sort of get down and dirty, get your shirt sleeves rolled up and actually get on with some of those tasks to do with getting these things like LinkedIn and Google+, Twitter, Hootsuite, getting those things actually up and running and actually getting your questions answered and getting things moving. A lot of people go on the workshop and then go away with lots of good intentions, but don't actually implement them for one reason or another. And these practical workshops are designed to just get people moving and just basically getting them to the point where they can participate effectively. So that went really well. We also had the launch of the Chelmsford events on Monday, but typical on such in the winter time, snow suddenly descended and caused a bit of havoc, so a bit of a checkered start there, but nothing to worry about. And Sue Cook has been incredibly proactive during the week and getting people to like the page for East Essex on Facebook, and there's a lot of interest out that way, some really exciting things going on. So East Essex will be firmly on the map shortly. On Tuesday we had a Connect with Intent workshop in London, again held at Lawrence Grant Accountants venue. Deepa was running that one, and an interesting deviation. Deepa came up with the idea that I normally tell a couple of stories that kind of embellish what the message regarding how to use Hootsuite and Twitter more effectively for your business. And what Deepa did was she was presenting on a 50-inch screen through her laptop, and she sparked up a Google Plus Hangout, and I was able to join the meeting on a Hangout and go through those stories. So interesting use of the technology there, and I think apart from the story, people remember that because it's a bit different, and it brings a new dimension to the training event. So I think we'll be using that a lot more in the future. We also in the evening had a change of venue for our Piccadilly, our Central London Link for Drinks. So it's moved from Holborn to Piccadilly, and we had a good crowd there, and it went down quite well. Henry's Bar, which is just around the corner from Green Park, so quite convenient, and we had a good crowd there and some interesting new connections there. So excellent event, and well done to Jat and Deepa for sorting out the change of venue there, and I think it's going to work quite well there. On Wednesday we had a couple of events. Harrow Coffee, always a busy event, that one, and some really good connections being made there. And Hitchin Drinks, which was an additional one actually, because we were going to be launching Bulldog at the end of the month, so we wanted to move this event so they were equidistant in the month, but instead that Bulldog's been delayed, so we're going to move Hitchin back to where it was at the end of the month, so people up there getting 2 bites at the cherry on this month. Thursday, Watford Coffee, and also Cardiff Drinks, and it's quite interesting. We're talking about the expo that's happening in Peterborough, and I'm going to come on to that in a little bit more detail later because it's really hotting up there. But that expo concept being really well received. In fact, I talked about it again on Friday at the Boreham Wood event, and the coffee at Boreham Wood, and everyone there really interested to take part in that when it comes into those towns. So and I'll talk a little bit more about that later on. On Friday we also had the child-friendly Pinner Coffee. Again, in that's the second one we've had in the last week or so. So that was they're picking up, and that's for anybody that's a parent that is having difficulty getting childminders and stuff, but actually wants to attend these events and actually become part of it. Then these events are designed for those people. And Rugby Drinks was in the evening up there with Phil Smith, copywriter extraordinaire, and that event starting to take shape now, and I'm back there again next week, Coventry, with some exciting developments up there, which I'll talk about in a little while. We also on Friday had the hangout. We have a regular hangout between 1 and 2 p.m. on a Friday, and just contact Nikki Pepper or Anne-Marie Gilbert, Graphics Biz, if you want to join in with that. Good opportunity to try out the technology without being in a difficult situation, or if you want to just practice it, get used to it so that you can use it for your own business, and an ideal opportunity to do that. On Mondays on the evening we launched the Southwest Hearts Twitter hour. That's L4GS WH60. We also have the L4G Cam 60 going on at the same time. We may need to change that, but plenty of opportunities there to get on there and actually use the technology and actually get familiar and practice with Twitter. So if you're quite new, get on there. It's all very friendly and welcoming, so get on there and try those things out. Couple of milestones, 400 events now we've run in Link4Growth over the past year or so, that's a real milestone, and we're almost up to 300 likes. I think it's 299 on the Facebook page, so get on there and like it if you haven't, because we go whizzing over the 300 then. Next week, loads of stuff going on in London. We've got breakfast on Monday morning at Islington. That's looking like it's going to be well attended. And also after that, we've got in Paddington a Google Plus workshop, which I'll be running. So if you don't know what Google Plus is and you want to find out, and you want to know what hype is about, and you want to find out how we're using it within Link4Growth, you get yourself along there to that workshop. It's on Eventbrite. Just go on there and book yourself in. Tuesday, 3 events. We've got Coventry, which I'll be at, Broxbourne, and we've got the Watford Croxley event with a couple of interesting people going to be at that, which I'll talk about in a little while again. Wednesday, we've got Google Plus training again in Watford, and I'll be up at Peterborough with the coffee up there, so if you're attending that, it'd be nice to hook up, and if anybody wants to bring someone along to that, then I am going to be there, so I can talk about Link4Growth with them if they're interested. Thursday, Stevenage, Ealing, and drinks in Watford, so a busy day on Thursday. Friday is Barnet, so if you're in that North London area, get yourself along to that. And Saturday we have a LinkedIn workshop scheduled for Peterborough. So if you're looking to find out how to use LinkedIn effectively for your business, you need to be at that. Okay, so there's a lot going on. Let me just talk about a couple of new events that are happening. Potter's Bar at the end of March, that's now on the system, so if you're around that neck of the woods, get yourself along there. That's a combination of Link4Growth working with Regis, the serviced office people. They're keen to help facilitate networking within their buildings. We're also talking to people at the Watford facility, Boreham Wood, and also Rickmansworth, so I'll keep you posted on that. But this is just a way of helping them to use their facilities more effectively, get people in the buildings networking, and also bringing new people into their premises. And it's a captive audience for Link4Growth, so it works really well. Tiger Teams is starting again. This is the old boardroom concept. We've relabeled that, and it's a little bit of a different format. That'll be starting in April in Stevenage, and that's going to go on the system very shortly. So if you want to know what that's all about and how that can help you grow your business, then get involved. Hartford Drinks is going to be starting. Jan and Dave are going to be starting that. They actually have offices in Hartford, so that'll be an opportunity for local people to hang out in the evening and have a drink and get to know each other. New events starting up in Chelmsford. We've also got Romford starting, and it looks like we're going to have an event in Braintree shortly, as well as Harlow, so keep your ears peeled and watch out for those announcements as and when they happen. There's a lot of buzz going on at the moment about the expos, the Link4Growth Expo. So what on earth is a Link4Growth Expo? Well, essentially, you know that the ethos of Link4Growth is all about helping local people to get connected and to help the local economy and the local community grow. We all want to do business. If we're in business, of course we do. And at Link4Growth events, we don't really talk about our businesses, because those events are there for us to meet other people, get connected, build relationships and deepen them. It's not to thrust business cards in people's hands. That's not what those events are for. But the Link4Growth Expo is a very low cost, not-for-profit initiative, a bit like our coffees, where we're not trying to make profit from that. What we're trying to do is bring people together and take away barriers. The Link4Growth Expo is the same concept. It's about bringing people together, allowing them, well, not allowing them, but enabling them to talk about what they do, what they're passionate about, in a very low cost environment, so that anybody, literally anybody in the community, can afford to do that. You know, pre-expos are quite expensive to get to. People worry about whether they're going to make a profit, whether it's worth going to these things. We want to take that all away. We want people to just say, look, I'm in business, I want to expose what I do to people around me. So Link4Growth Expo is about enabling that to happen. Very, very exciting development, and they are going to be immensely popular. 25 stalls we've got for that one up in Peterborough. 35 people have expressed an interest already. It's still 5 weeks away. It's going to be held at the Marriott Hotel. We've got a very prestigious room there. The Marriott doing their bit for the community by helping us put that on at the minimal cost. So if you are interested, contact Nikki Pepper, Anne-Marie Gilbert, or Ben Hemp, who goes under the name of File Genie on Twitter. So if you're interested in that and you're in the area, do contact them. £15 for the whole day to have a stall. So really very, very inexpensive and cost effective way of getting your products and services in front of a lot of people. Okay, the Google Plus communities are really starting to happen now, and that's and you know, we're putting new communities on all the time. So just get people to start participating, because this is really where we can start to leverage off local, and the concept of local people interested in what's going on locally, all available online. So you know, they're really important for helping us to get people to feel that they belong and start getting people talking. And you're talking to people who are in your area, which is really important. Yeah, so I've talked about regions already. Coventry and the Midlands area, one of my big focuses for the next 3 months is to start really building and pushing in that area. We've divided it up into 6 districts. I'll be up there on Monday talking to people and really progressing that. The other districts are all starting to grow and mature nicely, so I'm going to set myself a target of getting those up and running in the Midlands. So if you do know anybody in the Coventry, Birmingham Central, Dudley, Wolverhampton, Worcester, Stratford, anywhere around those types of towns, if you know people there that are interested in rebuilding community, then let me know, because I'll be very interested to talk to them and get up there and meet them. Phil Smith's going to be helping me do that, and you know, he's based in Rugby. So that's excellent. Sue Cook's doing a cracking job. I mentioned her earlier over in East Essex. She's got a lot of people to like her page in the previous week. So well done, Sue. Fantastic things you're doing out that neck of the woods. So that's it really. I think that's just about summed up what we've got, what's happened this week. It's been a really good week. All the deals, a big thank you to all of them. It's been a big week. Lots of learning going on this week and lots of activity. But I know that the team's really starting to pull together now and collaborate, which is you know, effectively what we're doing. We're using, I mean, Link4Growth is about bringing independent people, free-thinking people who want things to change, who are not happy with the current situation we've got with lack of trust and stuff that the government have manifested on us, and all the big business nonsense with the banks and stuff, and actually want something to change. So what we've got here with Link4Growth is where we can bring those people together, where we can collaborate as independent individuals and bring about change and bring about things that we want as a common future goal. So that's what Link4Growth is all about, and the DL's totally got that, and they're really working hard to achieve it, and thanks to all your efforts and support, which is fantastic. That's it. Thanks very much for listening. Maybe rambled on a little bit too much again this week, but There's quite a lot going on in Link4Growth. Get involved. Okay, so see you all next week. Thanks for watching.